Hello my friends, this is Dutagamon. In this video we are going to see the performance of a single Radeon 7950 in Forza Horizon 3. This is a digital recording as always, which is done on an external recorder at 60 frames per second. As you can see, the system is idling perfectly right now, so it has nothing to do with the recording itself. I'm using my old Core i7-860, which is overclocked to 4 GHz. You saw that momentarily, but let's see that in a better light. Okay. The system has 12 gigabytes of memory, and the graphics card is a single Radeon 7950 Windforce 3 model, latest Crimson driver, and it is also overclocked to 1.1 GHz. Now for this game I'm going to use release action to benchmark and gather frame rate data. It is the counter you see on the top left. Unfortunately, Fraps does not work with this game, neither does MSI Afterburner. We will only be able to see GPU usage and the rest of the statistics. So let me launch the game. Also please note that I will have to edit out the intro because it has some audio that will trigger some copyright claims. It is too long anyhow, so after this first screen I'm going to jump straight to before I hit start the benchmark. Now in real-time session, but I'm not going to start the benchmark just yet. I need to tune some settings. First of all, turn off the radio. I don't want the music, and let me show you the video settings I'm using for the benchmark. 1080p resolution as always, and dynamic optimization is disabled because I want the settings I'm using in the advanced to be untouched. Speaking of which, I'm using the high preset and I'm just disabling the multi-sampled anti-aliasing. Everything else is what the high preset dictates, and after I have done that, I will go back to the game and I'm starting my benchmark right now. You can see the counter on the top. Okay, I got distracted.
I've got 800 horses here, I'm not afraid to use them.
A brake overhaul, Warren. I left that thing with you for a brake overhaul.
Oh, g'day, Kira. What'd you say? Something about brakes?
We're taking the Great Ocean Road to Byron. Just please, don't do anything stupid.
Now unfortunately this is a short video that I cannot skip, and it will have to be inside the benchmark session, but it is too short and it will not affect the benchmark result too much or at all, especially for the 7950. There we are already back in real-time session.
The local press are
Let me
asking
just
for a
quickly
favor.
choose my avatar,
Okay, and what should I call you? Okay, great. So I'll call
and
you
we are
Ace.
ready to go.
Hey, Ace. What do you think of the place? It may not look it yet, but over the summer, you're going to turn this into the biggest Horizon festival the world has ever seen. We have an amazing team keeping the festival running, but everything else is on you. You'll be choosing the type of racing we do, the music we play, and the star drivers we sign. This is your festival. Listen, I know you've just arrived, but the very first event starts in a few minutes, and I've got you the best seat in the house. You'll be driving the buggy for the launch event against that Jeep. Thought I'd start you off with an easy one. Let you loosen up. What? I said easy, not boring.
Hey, whoa, watch over the trees!
when you're ready to drop.
Righto, there's the finish line. Cut me loose!
Soccer. Okay, I'm adding the benchmark here and I'm going to force close the game. There's no need to see all the rest of the stuff. So let's see what we have gathered. CPU usage was medium. Some thread switching, of course, between the physical cores and the hyper-threaded ones. MSI Afterburner does not show frame rate and frame times. They are unhookable for the moment in Windows Store games. Thank you very much, Microsoft. Anyhow, GPU usage is at maximum, no CPU limits, of course. CPU temps are okay. CPU usage is medium, as we saw before. There are some spikes here, probably loading spikes. Not very high overall. RAM usage at 7.7 gigabytes. GPU temps are okay. 1.1 gigahertz for the core clock of the video card, and we have 2.9 gigabytes of video RAM usage. The 7950 is stressed out, and of course, last but not least, we have our benchmark. Now, since this program does not gather info as analytically as Fraps, I have to do a little fiddling around with my results, and here we can see the average frame rate, which was 36.7 frames per second throughout the whole run. And I can also create a graph, a simple graph from these numbers. Nice. It's not too difficult, but you have to be patient, and as you can see, we now have a beautiful graph. The frame rate is on the left and our time is on the bottom. We see that the frame rate was indeed around and a little lower at the 40 frames per second mark. This part here is where the video came in. First part of the benchmark, second part of the benchmark, and the third one, the off-road session. Not bad showing from the 7950. Of course, 35-37 frames per second is not a great number to play racing games, but it is an old card now, and this is what it can do. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. I hope you find this video interesting. Take care.